What is going on, social media family? My name is Jorge Lopez, and yes, I sell cars. We are located in Tomball, Texas, and Tomball Ford is your dealership of choice. Welcome to another video where we are discussing Ford Rangers. Now, this is a video series about the Ranger. In this specific video, though, we are talking about the XLT trim level. We're talking about what is the difference between this XLT over the XL STX. What do you get on this one that you don't get on a Lariat? And is it worth upgrading to an XLT, or even considering an XLT from like maybe a basic F-150? We're gonna do a test drive on this as well and give you my first real impressions on it. So I invite you to stay tuned. This will be an informative video, so let's go. As you guys know, I like to start my video reviews with the window sticker so that you guys can check out exactly what we're talking about. As you can see right there, we've got a 2024 two-wheel drive XLT with a 2.3 EcoBoost in carbonized gray, which I absolutely love. It's got a really nice metallic flake to the paint. Very, very popular color choice. And as you can see right there, we've got equipment group 301A for $945, which gives you a power sliding rear window and dual zone climate control, locking axle, running boards on this one, and you can read. And then this one here has an MSRP price of $40,475. Now, I do want to share with you that there are two levels of an XLT trim level. There's equipment group 300, and then also there's equipment group 301A, which is what this is. So I was doing some calculations, and from a 300 to an XL STX, you save about $3,000. So this video, I want to show you, is this worth that I'm about to show you $3 grand to you to upgrade to an XLT? Now, starting here in the front, as you can see and you can appreciate, you've got your chrome grille. So Ford calls this an upgrade over the matte black finish. If you remember from the STX video, you still have the same design on the grille. That is no change. That is not a difference at all. You still have your painted bumpers right there, but now this is different. If you guys take a look at the STX over there, you can actually see that that bottom part is painted. Over here, you've got that silver finish. Now look at this fog light area that is chromed out. That is a difference also compared to that one over there. So these are a few differences from this angle. You can actually see the difference between this one and the STX over there. So is that worth it to you? Who knows? But let's continue. Looping around, you've got a 255, 65, 18-inch wheel. So this is an inch bigger. You also have your chrome wheel. As you can see over there, that is a 17-inch aluminum finish. This is the same. There's no change there. There's no change over here. Pretty much the same thing. Now, another difference is that you've got chrome handles. Now, check out the mirror. You've got also your blind spot monitoring system indicator there as well. Now, look at the running board. If we kind of like step back and appreciate this look, you can see a good difference between this look and that look over there. Look at the windows. This one does have what we call privacy glass. So privacy glass is not tint, it's actually a painted glass. So what most people do is that they actually tint this window to match the look of this. But I appreciate the running board, the chrome look, the wheels, and I appreciate this right here. So this is a step that is brand new for the Rangers. And as you can see, it fits both of my big feet on that little step to make it easier for me to, grab something from in here. Also back over here, you can appreciate you've got your blind spot monitoring system. Okay, this will warn you if you got a vehicle in your blind spot zone by turning on the light on the side mirror. This is something that you do not have over on the STX lineup. You've got your Ranger embossed right over here, so you don't have to worry about a badging getting dirty or messing up the paint. You continue with your chrome bumpers over here. You also have backup sensors which you do not have on the STX trim level. Now this one does have a towing package, which with a towing package correctly equipped, you can tow up to 7,500 pounds from this truck right here. Now, I love the fact that even on the STX trim level, this tailgate does not slam down in your face. Now, inside, yes, it is missing a spray and bed liner, but that's easy. That is not a problem. We can easily spray. You can actually also see all of the tie downs, but I want to show you this cool little feature. You got a cigarette lighter, charger, and a 120 outlet right there. Now, I wish hang on. Look at the interior right there. I'm gonna see if I'm able to turn on the lights. It might be too bright, you can't see it, but in here, you've got lighting right there. I don't know if there's any reflection on there. We have a lot of sun. It is super bright today, and it feels like 110 degrees according to our cell phones. So hopefully you can at least give us a like, because you know, we are suffering here for you guys, but hey, we enjoy it. You know, another thing that you have on an XLT trim level is you've got a power sliding rear window that you do not have on the STX trim level over there. Now, look at the side profile. I love it, I like it. And you know, I feel that you should consider something like this. Now, I do want to show you inside of this vehicle so that you guys can see the difference between this and the STX trim level that's next to us. So as you can see right there, one of the things, let me turn this off. One of the things that, you know, I like to show you is right here in the center part. So this is a difference between this guy and an STX. So you do have more charging ports, USB-A, USB-C, and look, even a home outlet, little cubby area. You also have a map pocket on that side. You don't have it on this side, which is kind of weird. Now on your side, you'll be able to appreciate the design of the paneling on the door. So this is where I feel like Ford really did not cheap out on the Ford Ranger, because they're giving us, you know, design elements on this Ranger. Now back over here, if you lift this up, then you've got a little bit more storage there, storage over there. Now let me take a seat so that you guys can see exactly how much room you have. I'm like 5'7". I'm a little bit, I guess, under the average size, but look, plenty of headroom. I got plenty of leg room, and you can technically fit 3 people inside. However, only 2 are gonna be happy. The middle one is not gonna be that happy because he's gonna be so close to us. But overall, the seats are super comfortable. I cannot complain. I love the design of the seats. You know, that attention to detail that you have on this one, and then you also have on the STX, just says that Ford really did want to give us good quality material. Now let's go to the front, and you guys can go ahead and see what I'm looking at. So in here, as you can see, again, in the dash, look at the vents surround. This is an upgrade. You've got this piano finish that goes around each of the vents right there. The silver finish here, the textured material there, the cubby area here, more texture stuff, a lockable glove compartment right there. And again, take a look at the seats. The seats are pretty awesome. Nice bolstering right there. These seats will hug you, as you will notice in the next segment where we take this one for a test drive. I share with you my first real impressions about the vehicle, but just even grabbing the steering wheel, and I believe this is vinyl, this is not leather, but it feels very premium with more of that black piano finish going right there. And as I turn this vehicle on, you can appreciate that in the center part of the screen, you've got everything information-wise that is digital right at your fingertips and easy to read. Now, another upgrade over the STX is that this is a slightly larger screen by 2 inches. So that is another difference that you get on the Ranger XLT over the Ranger STX. This is 12-inch display. That is a 10-inch display over there. Also, with this package, you have a wireless charging pad. You still have your USB-A, You still have your USB-C right there, your phone holder, your cup holders right there, and then your automatic stop start feature, disable button. Who out there really truly likes that? Comment below and let us know. But hey, this is a quick view of the interior part of the vehicle. Now, another thing that I wanted to showcase with you, the basic difference in price between that guy and this one is about $3,000. But if you upgrade to, like, for example, a technology package, now you'll be able to have a 360-degree camera system and adaptive cruise control. So these are optional things that you can get on an XLT that you cannot even consider on an STX trim level. So I would definitely consider or recommend, excuse me, an XLT trim level for that customer that's looking for a little bit more advanced convenience features, like the camera. Those people that like a little bit more attention to detail on the looks, like for example here and there, and then on the outside. Or maybe for those customers that I might be considering a very entry-level F-150, and size like this works for them. So I feel like this is the best bang for your buck that you can get out of a Ford Ranger. Let's go over to the hood and let's talk about the engine and see what that has to offer us. So now we come to the engine compartment of this beautiful Ranger XLT. So there's two engines that you will be able to have. Right now, the 2.3 is the only one that is available. And the 2.3 comes with 270 horsepower and it's got 315 pound-foot of torque, which is pretty awesome. The next segment you'll see is a test drive and you'll be able to see how much power this engine gives you. Now, the second engine that is not yet available, but it will be in summer of 2024, so just maybe a month or two from now, we will have the 2.7 EcoBoost in the Ford Ranger for the first time. I'm super excited about that, so stay tuned because we will definitely do a video about that. Now, that one right there gives you 310 horsepower and 400 pound-foot of torque. Yes, I said 400 pound-foot of torque. It's gonna be amazing. Now, last thing I wanna say is, you know, this has been a super reliable engine, and I feel like Ford is catching up ground against Toyota and the Tacoma specifically. Now, you can argue that they have been super reliable and great history of no issues and stuff, but hey, recently they have been having issues with their engine. So I feel super confident that this guy, the Ranger, is going to supersede sales and it's going to be the #1 mid-size selling truck in America. So you need to consider a Ford Ranger today. Let's take this guy on a test drive. XLT Ford Ranger test drive, and we're taking it slow. First off, what I want to mention is the appearance of the whole dash in here is much better to look at than the STX that we recently reviewed on the other video. And if you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and link it up in the cards and at the end of this video so you can check that one out. But you know, just the look of it feels, you know, nicer. But this right here, the steering wheel, the feel of this is much premium than that of the STX trim level. You know, just by looking at this and touching this over here, just makes it look and feel a little bit more premium. Now, the seating is very comfortable. I feel like I am hugged just a little bit. I am a little bit of a wider guy, and I feel like the seat is a perfect dimension for me. So that's a couple of differences that I see in here that I like over that of the STX. The other thing that I like that is different also is your blind spot monitoring system. As you can see over here on the mirror, I've got a vehicle in the blind spot zone, and here, hang on a second, let me go over here. And you'll notice that as soon as this vehicle is in my blind spot zone, then I've got your blind spot monitoring system turning on. So that's actually a difference that the STX didn't have. The STX had the little concave mirror on there so that you can see if somebody was in your blind spot zone. So now we're ready to get onto the freeway, but first of all, I want to share with you, turning right there felt really, really stable. I noticed that some people actually commented that they didn't feel like the Ranger was super stable, and it is. I felt really comfortable, very stable. And then also, a lot of people said that the Ford Ranger was a very bouncy feel when you're driving. And let me tell you, I feel super comfortable, no issues whatsoever. We're getting onto the freeway, and I'm giving it some gas. And yes, this is a turbocharged 2.3 EcoBoost engine with 310 pound-foot of torque. And let me tell you, this thing gets up and goes. But because it does have a turbo, it takes about half of that second to spool up. But once it does, man, and we punch it, yeah, this thing has plenty of power. There is no lack of it, and it makes me feel comfortable. Merging onto the freeway makes me feel safe, passing somebody up if I need to in case of an emergency. And with that 2.3 EcoBoost engine, man, you still have your great fuel economy, technology like the lane keeping system, all digital. So in here, I really feel super great, and I don't feel like I'm in a very small truck. Like on the Ford Maverick, I did feel, compact. I felt, really tight in the cabin. But on this one here, because of the wider stance, I feel very, very comfortable. All right, guys, well, this concludes the test drive portion of the XLT Ford Ranger, man. And let me tell you, you guys should heavily consider. Now, it is a requirement for you to test drive a Ford Ranger, whether it be an STX model or an XLT like this guy, so that you can experience what I am experiencing, which is comfort, good aesthetic looks, and power out of a 2.3 EcoBoost Ranger XLT. Well, there you have it, guys. This is a video of a video series where we talk about the Ford Ranger XLT trim level. Thank you so much for sticking through the video, and make sure that you check out the other videos where I talk about the STX trim level. We talk about the Lariat trim level. We talk about the Ford Ranger Raptor. Yes, that's a beast right there. But hey, make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any more videos like this. So thank you so much for tuning in. On to the next video. Have a blessed day.